Picture yourself walking through a bustling city street. People pass by, cars honk, and lights flash all around you. You stop for a moment and wonder, what if all of this everything we see, hear, and feel is just an elaborate simulation? A digital dream created by an advanced civilization? Hi everyone, welcome to Conscious Curiosities. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and mind-bending questions of our time. Are we living in a simulation? We'll explore the simulation hypothesis, delve into theories from philosophers and scientists, and discuss what this might mean for our understanding of reality. The idea that our reality might be a simulation isn't just the plot of a science fiction movie, it's a serious philosophical and scientific proposition. The simulation hypothesis suggests that what we perceive as reality is actually an artificial construct, much like a highly advanced video game. This concept was popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom in his 2003 paper, Are You Living in a Computer Simulation? He proposed that if advanced civilizations could create detailed simulations of their ancestors, it's possible we could be living in one. Think about the rapid advancement of video game technology over the past few decades. Games have evolved from simple pixelated screens to immersive virtual realities. If this trend continues, creating a simulation indistinguishable from reality might not be far-fetched. Many thinkers have weighed in on the possibility of a simulated reality, bringing diverse perspectives to the discussion. Descartes' evil demon thought experiment questioned the reliability of our senses, suggesting that an all-powerful deceiver could manipulate our perceptions. This aligns with the idea that a simulation could perfectly mimic reality. Have you ever experienced a vivid dream that felt entirely real until you woke up? This shows how our minds can be tricked into believing a constructed reality. Some scientists point to the peculiarities of quantum mechanics and the nature of the universe as potential evidence. For instance, the idea that particles behave differently when observed suggests that our universe might have characteristics similar to computer simulations. The double-slit experiment in quantum physics shows that particles can exist in multiple states until observed. This observer effect has led some to speculate about the role of consciousness in shaping reality, akin to a simulation responding to user input. Could an advanced civilization really create such a detailed and immersive simulation? Let's explore the technological aspects. 1. Computing power. To simulate an entire universe, an unimaginable amount of computing power would be required. However, some theorists argue that advancements in quantum computing could make this possible. Consider how our current technology allows us to simulate complex weather patterns or create detailed models of entire cities. 2. AI and virtual reality. The development of artificial intelligence and virtual reality technologies is another step toward creating convincing simulations. AI can generate realistic environments and characters that interact in complex ways. Imagine a VR game where the characters have sophisticated AI, responding to your actions and making the world feel alive. Now, scale that up to a whole universe, and you have the basic idea of a simulation hypothesis. If we are indeed living in a simulation, what does that mean for us? How does it affect our understanding of life, morality, and the universe? The idea raises profound existential questions. If our reality is simulated, what is the purpose of our existence? Are we mere entertainment or part of an experiment? Example, think of the characters in a novel or a movie. They experience their own dramas and stories, but their reality is ultimately controlled by the author. What if we are the characters in someone else's story? There are also ethical implications. If we are in a simulation, how should we treat others within this artificial world? Does it change the way we perceive moral and ethical behavior? Example, in video games, players often act in ways they wouldn't in real life, knowing it's just a game. If our reality is a simulation, does that alter the weight of our actions? Here are some facts and arguments against the simulation hypothesis, suggesting that we are not living in a simulated reality. Complexity and computing power. The sheer complexity of simulating an entire universe with all its nuances and intricacies, down to the quantum level, would require an unimaginable amount of computing power. The physical limits of computing, such as energy requirements and heat dissipation, make it highly improbable that any civilization could achieve this. Biological evolution. The process of evolution by natural selection is a gradual and non-directed process that has led to the diversity of life we see today. Simulating every step of this process in exact Detail would be incredibly resource-intensive and seems unnecessarily convoluted for a simulation. Conscious experience. Human consciousness and subjective experience are deeply complex and not fully understood. Replicating this in a simulated environment, including all individual experiences and variations, adds another layer of complexity that is difficult to account for in a simulated model. These points provide strong arguments against the plausibility of the simulation hypothesis, suggesting that our reality is likely not a simulation. Well, so what if we're living in simulation? We still gotta see what's after this life. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the nature of reality, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we might be living in a simulation? What are your thoughts on the implications? Let's continue this fascinating conversation together. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.